Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I think you heard this expression before. Action speaks louder than words. That is, you can say stuff, but if you don't do it, that means zero. But you can say nothing, but if you do it, that means you did whatever was over there. So I'd rather have someone do stuff than just talk and not do it. I don't want the people to tell me that they're going to do it. I just want them to do it. Now, if they tell you that they're going to do it and do it, that's fantastic. We have here a UN resolution, a Security Council, United Nations Security Council resolution. And this resolution demanded a ceasefire in Gaza and immediate humanitarian access over there. There were some countries, most of them, who voted for the resolution. There was one country that abstained and one country that vetoed it. That country who vetoed this resolution was the United States of America. It didn't want a ceasefire in Gaza. As I said many times before, United States stays with the guns drawn out, and is making sure that these guys are finishing up the job. When they will be done, they will tell United States of America, now what are we supposed to do? Supposedly giving the US the authority and legitimacy to the broker, the person in charge of the Middle East. That's the way things are. Now, United States may say that they're compassionate. They talk about Ukraine and lives and Putin, stop this war. Remember, Putin, it's only you, you can stop it. It's all on you because you can stop it, and so on. And here in this situation, they vetoed the resolution. You see, you have all these spin doctors who try to form or shape our opinions. But as I said, actions are what are important, not words. Words come and go. Actions are over there. So let me show you here 4 articles, and each article has kind of a different title depending what country or what media outlet reports it. So I'm going to start with the direct one, which is from Sputnik. United States vetoes United Nations Security Council resolution demanding immediate humanitarian ceasefire in Gaza. And it says here that 13 members voted in favor and 1 abstained and 1 vetoed it. So this is Sputnik. Let's go to the next one. Associated Press. US vetoes United Nations resolution backed by many nations demanding immediate humanitarian ceasefire in Gaza. Yeah, supported by 13 out of 15. And the other one was abstained. Next article. This is from Associated Press as well, but I couldn't find it in the Associated Press, so I found it in the Jewish Haaretz. And this is it. United Nations resolution demanding immediate ceasefire in Gaza fails. Right? It just fails. And then we go to the last one here from the Semaphore. All of these are from today, which is December 8th, 2023. United States vetoes United Nations resolution calling for Gaza ceasefire. So let's see what happened here. The United States vetoed a United Nations resolution Friday backed by almost all other Security Council members and dozens of other nations demanding an immediate humanitarian ceasefire in Gaza. Supporters called it a terrible day and warned of more civilian deaths and destruction as the war goes into its 3rd month. The vote is a 15-member council. In the 15-member council was 13-1 with United Kingdom abstaining. The United States, isolated, stand reflected a growing fracture between Washington and some of its closest allies over Israel, which with France, Japan were among those supporting the call for a ceasefire. Well, my friends, it is, I'm not surprised. Let's start with that one. I'm not surprised. And here is from Sputnik. The draft resolution demands, and I'm quoting, an immediate humanitarian ceasefire, and I'm quoting again, immediate and unconditional release of all hostages, as well as ensuring humanitarian access. So this doesn't surprise me personally, because I know the United States has a long history of vetoing anything or any resolution, almost any resolution that could affect certain kind of country, and the same country. No other country but that country. And that tells you what? Now, you had over there France, right? You also had over there, Japan, and these countries voted against. Obviously, the house servant, United Kingdom, was afraid to say anything, even United Kingdom. And you somehow had different values? Or do you know something we don't know? What is going on here? Why do you think that everybody else was wrong? I mean, you can't claim the moral superiority. This was a vote. You had the right to veto it, but we can see it as well. So now they can focus on a technicality somewhere, maybe a comma, maybe a period, a point, a dot somewhere, maybe a sentence did not start with a capital letter or something like that, and therefore the United States veto it. I mean, I expect this kind of below 86 explanation, because these guys will buy it. Majority of them, like in any other society, with the exception that these guys are exceptional. That's the problem, which they're not. They're good, but not exceptional. So, my friends, it's clear who's who, what's what, and it must be frustrating for some who maybe are on the fence. They don't know exactly, well, yes, and maybe they're at the beginning of the road in their lives when they gather information and they're not certain who is who and who controls who and what is what and what's hypocrisy, how the world works. This is a clear example that should help someone veer towards one side or another just by looking at this. I'm not saying that truth is determined by vote. No, I will never claim that, because I remember Galileo Galilei story, when he was kind of the only one against all those guys over there, and he was right and they were wrong, and they still condemned him for claiming something that we know is right. So that's why for me democracy is never based, truth is never determined by democracy. Okay, and we have Solomon Asch experiment as well, the psychological experiment, which is a peer pressure experiment. And not only that, life is not fair. We try to make laws and try to make it fairer, but you will always have the ones who, some of them, are participating in making the laws and breaking them themselves. Now, what can I say? I'm not surprised. I personally think it's wrong what the United States of America did. And I hope that this helps others realize that we have an Al Capone who wants to be called exceptional, and which is not. Actions speak louder than words. I'm exceptional. That means zero. I identify as exceptional. That means zero. And you have to respect my self-identification. Oh, I don't think so. Off. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.